This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome to the New Year's edition of Paradise, Louisiana. Here we are coming to, if you're watching it right now, the first errands are on Wednesday. It'll be January the 1st. Last week I told y'all what we was trying to do. We're going to get much as we could in so they have it ready and people can have holidays off and still give you the most up-to-date report we can. Now, this is the New Year edition. I'm not going to wait till the end of it. I got some special wishes. I wish I had all the people, my special wish, and like we always have, I want God to ask God to protect us from all the storms that we get in Louisiana, fires, anything that's destructive in Louisiana. We're going to ask them to send their guardian angels and protect us. Now, also, my wish is that we find a medium place in this, all the controversies we got. Putting these gates up in the marsh, and people say they couldn't go. People got great ideas. They've been having that land, and they lease the ducks, and people think they can go anywhere they want to go. Let's solve some of these problems, especially the biggest problem with coastal erosion. They got scientific things that are the best. Nobody can argue with, but they still got special interests. There's got to be a place in the middle. My buddy always says, people say there's two sides of the question or two sides to this. Now, he always said there's three sides. His side, her side, fisherman's side, the business side, but the third side, the real side and the best side. So that's my wish, that I myself going to work. I got some people that are very knowledgeable, that are coaching me and telling me. Our lieutenant governor, he's been working hard. A lot of things him and I disagreed on back in the time, but right now we've reached a happy feel. You've seen we had those, what they're doing, the work over there with the Restore Retreat. That works with both of them. CPR, Coastal Protection Authority, they doing this. They got some things that they stalled. We got to be careful how we stall, because if you stall too long, federal government going to make you pay back that money. The state going to have to pay back. And I'm talking about $500 million, okay? You talking about raising taxes and doing this and sales taxes, and they're working hard. I always look and be objective. All the governors. John Edwards, with him and I were very close. When I say my brother run against him, I know all that. All that goes on. And we got a new mayor in Baton Rouge. I was good friends with the old mayor and her husband. I've been promising to take them fishing. So I want more people to agree and get on side. That's my wish. So when we come back, I got a pretty extensive duck report from Jason Isaac, and I'm gonna read some of it, but the rest of it we're gonna go get, and I got right here, and what's been coming in all this week about the fishing report, especially in Slidell, Fouchon, Hopedale, Venice. It's just unbelievable. I'm gonna call some names. Stay tuned. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. Happy New Year.
Peyton Murphy.
I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
All right, guys. I'm going to talk to you guys about target and flounder here. Almost back in season, so starting to look around for some areas that I like flounder. Still got to throw them back with the moratorium on them, but kind of got them dialed in here right now. The north end of the bridges is where you always want to target your flounder, or at least begin your search. You got the old twin span and new twin span, the trestle, Highway 11. I always find that the northern end of the bridges is the best place to target them. And when they get like on here on the bridge pilings here, whether it's a falling tide or incoming, they're going to stage up in different areas, and you got to kind of figure that out on which zone they're going to be in. That's the one thing that moves it around is the actual tide. Sometimes that'll make them far off the bridge or close to the bridge, so on and so forth. Now, the technique when I'm fishing, when there's more flounder than trout in the area, I just do little baby pops like this. Very, very, very small bumps with the rod. I'm just wanting to kind of tickle the bottom the whole way. I don't really pop it very aggressively like I do with speckled trout, as they're never suspended. They're always laying on the bottom. Unlike trout, they'll hover in different columns of the water, so popping it real hard sometimes can be a benefit, as you'll get the attention of some that are suspended from time to time. My friend right here, he gave me a holler and let me know that these flounder were out here on the old bridge, and he surely wasn't lying. I fished a good portion of the bridge, didn't really do much, and then as I got closer to him, here they were, like this one right here. Hooked into a couple really good ones so far, and then some of these are regular old size flounder, but that avocado, man, that's the way to go. And when these flounder, where they want to stage up come like November, you can pretty much count on them being there.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
Peyton Murphy.
I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and welcome back. Now, I hope y'all see what all Chaz is doing. Chaz has got the most up-to-date reports he's got off his website, Dockside TV. You can call him. Sometimes he's all on the water, and he's a big family man. He got those babies and even his pets. You see him in the show. He is one of my little young heroes. I'm gonna tell you what. There's some great guides coming out of the Pontchartrain area, and we all know I've fished with Dudley, Mike Brantley, and his dad, Mike, and with this young man right here, he don't have to take the back seat to none of them. I'm gonna tell you what. He's a hard worker. He works, and a couple of weeks ago I was telling y'all about how we lost my good friends at H&H, Billy Humphreys, and the big loss. Chaz has been working them, I don't know, since he was 20-something. He's designed his bait. They build his matrix shad for him. So anybody ever been around Chaz know it. So I hope you enjoy this segment. Now, all these wildlife and fisheries people have really been helping us in all ways, and they've come here. Right now they're so busy. I would love to get Jason Isaac here, but he can't get. But he sent me the report. It's on the website. Now I'm gonna just read some things. That's the only way I can do it. But Chris is probably gonna put the board on the screen, and you can see it. If you can blow it up, he can. But this is all the reports was coming from the southwest, the southeast, Little River, which is Catahoula, and the little part that Little River. The rest of it's privately owned now, so you got to be careful. You got to know what you're doing. Brendan told y'all last week it's full of canvasbacks, but there's other birds there too. Now, I'm just going to call them out right now. The mallard count last week when they would fly over in December was 17,000 in the southwest, 1,000 in the southeast. And then the Little River Basin, he didn't have nothing to report. But they totally had 18,000 mallards. Mallard ducks was 17,000, 414,000. And all these numbers, and when I looked and he put it, and he just tried to put it where you can just look at and how much increase they were from November, okay, and how big an increase from last year. But right now, what's stuck in my mind, and you can find it yourself on the website, he says hold on, I'm going to mess it up. I wrote it down. There it is. Here we go, right here. He says right now, the Southwest, the count was 1,109,000. It improved by 290%. What was the survey taken in November, okay, and last year. So like I told you, we're up all over. That including you go in that area, you're talking about all the marsh and the Creole and the Pecan Island area, the Sabine, the Lackasan National Wildlife Service, the Rockefeller Refuge. And he said, in that area, all the agriculture places, if they held water, were up and looked good. One of the big migrations he saw, he couldn't believe all the thousands, the black-bellied whistling duck. Some people call it Mexican squealers. I see them a lot at my camp in, when I say my camp on the water in Slidell, they all over there. When we go this time of year, when I fish by Black Marsh, you see them all the time, the whistlers. So that made up their count. They was seeing flights and flights of them. Now, the agriculture fields, I said they held a lot of different birds, okay, especially down in the southeast. Also had 420,000. up 292%. The Little River Basin in Catahoula, they had reports of 32,000 birds. He said it was made up of ringnet, pintail, scaup, and mostly canvasback. So just go to his thing now. Oh, and got one more there in the Northeast. That's up there. I was telling you, Top Gun and all them places, that they had a count of about 74,000. That was up. All right. Then in Lake Pontchartrain, Marpaw, they had 186,000 scaup, and that was up 132%. Then in the West Zone, Saturday, December 21st, that's when it opened. Like I said, they've been getting good reports from the Southwest. So now, when we come back, I'm going to have Berkeley Abu Garcia Fish Report, and I guess you call this report about 2 weeks old. So, but not really. It's 1 week if you watched last week, because they coming in every day, and I'm gonna keep you up the idea. And don't forget, you can always call them marinas down there. You can call the Point. You can call Marina Island Marina, Lake Catherine Island Marina. These guys, the Wrigley's, these people are so full of information. Same thing down with Venice Marina. And you call them right there, and them guys can tell you what guides are open, whatever happened. So you can't beat those fresh reports. And then your network. You got all your magazine. You got the Sportsman magazine. You got the Bayou Tides and all the other magazines. So when we come back, I'm going to have a fishing report. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. One more time. Happy New Year.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. Uh-huh. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
Peyton Murphy. I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report. And like I told y'all last week, that reports are coming in here. This was Christmas week. And I'm getting a lot of reports, a lot of news. So, but to make the TV schedules and get everything done, this report I'm going to give you right now, I'm going to tell you how to make it accurate. This is coming from what just happened here Christmas week. I'm talking about right up to almost Christmas Eve. All these reports are coming in. But you can find these reports. You can go to Marsh and Bayou Sportsman. Nothing better than the Morning Advocate and Joe Macalusa's column. You call all them marinas. I tell you, don't forget to call them marinas. Call these bait shops and say what y'all hear and what different baits. So another thing I can tell you, but I'm going to give you this report right now, and this is, you can bet your bottom dollar. Nothing better than Facebook right now. Our website. Now, go back, Brendan's back helping me some. Like I told you, he's suffering. He just sent me a text. He said, Duke, are we getting a following? I wish he'd get well and rest, because he was supposed to make a Saturday trip, and he was going to drive back over here and be on the show. So I'm going to use him a lot. Then in the next coming years, like I said, he might be taking over. Okay, he might film it up there, and he'll send it to us. But whatever happens, Brendan, if his health gets better, he's going to be involved with Paradise, Louisiana. But, you know, his report right now, Toledo Bend, he told you all the lakes that up there in Lorto and Saline, Night on the Lake with Bryce Knight, they're giving you great reports. You can go to our website or our Facebook page and you see what he's putting out on there. I'm a computer illiterate. You can forget about me knowing how to make things up. I get my emails. I can check my pages. I can check my text. But after that, I got a mental block. So now, let me tell you what Brendan he's real up to date on Toledo Bend and also Lake Country. Go to their website to give you the stages, what the bass fishermen are doing, what rodeos, what tournaments that are coming up. You know, we all use that. And like I said, Facebook, Mike Brantley and his daddy on there all the time. I'm talking about those guys in Grand Isle, Herc over there, Captain Herc with Paradise Charters, and then Delacroix, all them, what's going on in Venice, all the Carters, Venice Marina, all them, Venice Fishing, all the guys, they on Facebook, and they're pretty accurate. You know, and I got my Saturday fishermen right now, they're running dogs and killing squirrels, they're killing rabbits, so it's really, I'm not getting them Saturday reports, but they're putting them on Facebook. And I'm going to do it. I want to do it myself, okay? I'm ready to go fishing right now. I'm feeling good. The Saturday, usually this time of year, the colder it is, the better it gets. You just got to be careful. You don't have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go at the landing fresh. You know, you can go up mid-morning, depending on how the tide's moving, and Chaffalau Spillway, it's low, okay? I'm looking in the paper. I don't see no big rises coming, no big falls either. But that's what you really want, you know, slow lawing. Now, in the Florida parishes, these rivers, they'll jump up. We had a lot of rain. We got a little rain coming at the end of this week. But we ain't had no rain. And I'm going to tell you what, they sort of settling down and clearing up. Look out. And Mike Brantley and his dad, they told you seen what they've been putting on the board right now. He's telling me, and same thing with all them captains over there, January going to be better than ever. You got some cold days now. It's going to be windy and cold. And you got to know where to fish. Just keep up them reports, and that's what's going to happen. Anything else fishing? Let me see. Freshwater again. This time of year, when you're when you get in January and February, I love to buy black moss. I love going to Gibson. I love going in there. Me and my buddies would go there. They start bringing these tournaments back. You see right now these your local bass tournaments. They're going to start back up. Some of them in January, but most of them are going to be in February. Okay, and they start having these tournaments. Same time I know it's Mardi Gras, and I always can remember they had the high school playoffs around the 1st of February from, the 18th. And my sister's birthday, I think about all them dates when I was listening. And my daddy was living, blessed his soul. I'd get him. We'd go to Chapel Spillway. We'd be fishing pigeon and different, and big pigeon, and all the canals, and all those 21-inch canals. I can remember fishing top water, fishing a devil horse or a rogue and catching those fish. So you see these guys that have them logs and you got a memory. Thank God I can't remember what I had for breakfast, but some of these things I can put back and say, February where I caught fish, this and that. And look at that river stages in the paper. Oh, look here. Chapel River is at so-and-so in Beulah Rose. Man, I remember it being hot in that there back in spinnerbait. Any logger out in the middle of the bayou, there was chartreuse and white spinnerbait. That's how I do it. That's how you ought to do it. And keep up. Remember I said, if you want your fishing report fresh, this one is 2 weeks old, what I'm giving today, but there's a lot of places you can go and get it up to date. Again, thank Marty. Alan's still recuperating, praying for him. Got to have a lot of prayers out there for Brendan. If y'all want him back, he's sharp, he talks good, but you got to get well. From now on, I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to try to slow down. I'm talking. We're rushing time right now. People want to come on and film another show, so I'm going to run out of here and tell y'all one more time. God bless Louisiana. Y'all pray for me to make the decisions right now about this show and get some of my sponsors back. Thank you again. Happy New Year. Thank you, Marty. That's it. See y'all next week.
This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.